Hi, good morning. This is Ginger Cook, and I'm featuring today a new idea I have for YouTube called Ginger Snap. So these are going to be just real quick suggestions on how to improve a certain aspect of a painting. This particular painting, which was released on our gingercooklive.gallery website, where we have art lessons, and a complete video on how to do this is on there. But one of the things what we were running into was there was some confusion on how to get a good glow around the candle flame. So I want you to know that I've got just a very fast tip for you today. This was a simple picture. We actually used very few colors in it. What we're going to be talking about today is cad red medium, burnt umber, and cad yellow medium. These are absolute essentials to have in your acrylic paint kit. You actually have to have those colors. We'll talk about those a lot in future Ginger Snaps. Now, basically what I did was I went ahead and I painted the whole canvas red first, and with cad red medium. It was completely painted red. You can see there's a little bit of an outline left around the edges of that. And then I dried it, and then I painted it burnt umber. Okay? So now that's the key. This is dried. So those are the two things. Now, you know, we're not going to talk about how we did the candles. That's all in the lesson. If you're interested, I invite you to my channel, because we do new lessons 3 times a week. I add new videos, and there's over 200 hours of videos that you can paint on gingercooklive.gallery. But what I want to make right now is I'm just going to take a small plate here, and we're going to make an orange color. I'm going to show you how we would do the candle flame, all right? Let's just bring this down a little bit, how we would get this glow. So what we want to have is some yellow, cad yellow medium, and it's going to be more cad yellow medium than a tiny bit of cad red medium. And here's the trick. You wouldn't want to brush like this. This is too soft. If your brush is soft, this won't work. You have to have a sturdy enough brush. Acrylic brushes really need to have a bit of a spring to them, and that's really important. And when you're doing something like this, where we're going to actually be dry brushing on this orange color around the flame, what you want to have is a stiffer brush, even perhaps than this. So let me see what I can here. Let's see. Now, I use bright brushes. That's important too, because they're squared off, and this is a ruby satin silver bright brush. It's older now. It's good for scrubbing because it no longer goes to a fine point. So what I'm going to take is just a palette knife here. We're going to start with the yellow, and I'm going to add a tiny bit of the cad red medium to it, and I want kind of a bright orange color. All right? Now, cad red medium is an orange red, so you're going to get a brighter orange than you would normally if you just use natural crimson. All right? Cad yellow medium is the yellow on your color wheel. That is the yellow that comes in your color wheel. All right? So now, kind of flatten out your paint. This is a dry brush. There's no water on it. Put both sides of the brush like this. And then here's the trick. This is really important. Tap off the excess paint on a rag like this. Now, here's our dried burnt umber. Okay. Now I'm going to using the side of the brush like this. I'm just almost like I'm doing chalk. I'm going to just sort of scribble this color. Now I want it a little bit brighter than that, so I might add a little more red to this. Now, in the center here, tap off the excess. Come again here, like this. Now, the secret is that you've got, this is a 2-color process, where it was a little lighter on the outside edges and a little brighter on the inside, okay? So that you have that sort of, misty look. Now, if you get too much, all right, if you're not happy with it, take a little bit of burnt umber, put a little of that on your brush, wipe it off on the rag. You can come back with some burnt umber like this, and you can soften those edges out a little bit, just a little bit. If you got too much, wipe it off. Use the side of the brush like this, and you can refine it. So if you went a little overboard, you can contain it. Now, here's the deal. You've got to dry this, Now, you see, we've got this. I'm going to dry it real quick like this. We're going to dry it. I'll show you with the hairdryer how long you dry it. You've got to dry it so that when you touch it, it's not tacky. All right? Now you take a smaller brush, and this is where it gets sort of interesting because you want to do white. Yellow only paints over white. This is really important. If you just did CAD yellow medium over this, it wouldn't be anywhere near as effective. So now we're going to come up here like this using an angle brush and go ahead and do our flame like that. Okay, like that. There's our flame. Now this has to dry, so we're going to pause and dry this. All right? Okay, so here's my candle flame. It's dry. Now I've got a little bit of CAD red medium on the side of my brush, and I'm going to come up on each side of this flame, just a little bit, just around the edges, with pure CAD red medium now. Okay, see that? So this is our third coat. Now I will just take a rinse that brush, because I did pure CAD medium, so that's 3 layers of color on the flame. Now I'm going to take a little bit of yellow, a little bit of white now, and go over this, over the white like that, and maybe just a little tiny bit of yellow on the edges, a couple of places. And that's how we're doing our candle flame. Alright, so that's a 3-step process, and if you're interested in finding out how to do the entire lesson, I invite you to visit my website, gingercooklive.gallery. This is about a 2-hour video or an hour-and-a-half video to make this. This was our Christmas release, and I hope you enjoy this new series I'm doing called Ginger Snaps. I thought, can I do something in 10 minutes? And I think I've done it, and that was the idea. What can I show you in 10 minutes that would be fun and improve your acrylic skills? So there you go. Remember, you want to make sure that you have CAD red medium, you have CAD yellow medium. Those are essential colors in your paint box when you're painting with acrylic paints. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on YouTube in the future with more Ginger Snaps.